So here I am, I'm in Chicago working with my team, and I love working with my team because I get inspired. And I get inspired because I am lucky enough to work with some of the brightest people in the field. Like my digital person, her name is Helen. She's an absolute genius. The person who helps me write, her name is Azalea, is an absolute genius. My social media strategist, Taylor, like she's crazy, and crazy in a good way. And Adam Frower happens to be like one of the brightest solution-focused minds I've ever walked across. So here I am, I'm getting to sit around this like bubble of genius and talking to Adam about like some of the questions that we receive about solution-focused brief therapy. And one of the most common ones, as you guys know, is does solution-focused brief therapy work with schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever? And Adam and I were talking because I know how I would answer this question. You can look throughout my videos and you'll see how I've answered questions like this. So to hear Adam respond to these questions was just so amazing and inspired me. And one of the things Adam said that I was just like, wow, that's so true. Adam is really interested in the brain and neuroplasticity and the way the brain learns, evolves, and changes. And what we know about the brain is it's constantly changing and impacted by things that happen in your life, like a trauma or significant event. It actually impacts the way your brain functions. So if that could be true, that means your brain is also impacted by loads of other positive things, one of which a solution-focused conversation. So why is it when I talk to someone who will be struggling with something like schizophrenia and hearing voices, and we have a solution-focused conversation, and then like 2 years later, I hear from a family member saying this person is no longer experiencing those symptoms, it's because the brain can be impacted by conversations, by language, by interacting, and like rewire itself, like reconstruct itself. So I want you guys to realize that when you meet someone, you're not meeting a static individual. You're not meeting a static person. You're meeting someone that is on the road of a becoming, and they are becoming whatever it is that's happening, being impacted around them, and that includes their interaction with you as a solution-focused therapist. So I want you to believe in what you're doing and believe that even though you're meeting someone who might be struggling with ADHD or schizophrenia or whatever addiction today, your interaction with them may have a significant impact on the way the brain functions as it relates to that. And I'm going to tell you a really personal story as evidence of this. But my mother, who was married to a really angry, aggressive, abusive man, really had struggles for years after that. She's been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. She's been diagnosed with lots of things that have impacted her functioning. Then, and she moved to Texas, where I was living at the time, going to college. She brought my younger brother there with him, and things seemed to get worse. And then later on in life, she moves to Chicago, back to her home city. She lives in a building right next door to where one of her sisters live, and she's back kind of in the nest of her family, and the symptoms have changed, if not gone away. How does that happen? Because being back in the bubble of her family, surrounded by support and loved ones, is totally, and I can see it, it is impacting her brain and the way that things function, and she has a look of peace, happiness, and joy that I haven't seen on her face in a really long time, and it gives me peace, happiness, and joy. So please remember, when you meet people, you're not meeting like a static individual, you're meeting someone that's in the process of evolving, and your good luck, your good privilege, the gift your clients give to you is you get to be a small part of their story. So cherish it.